Okay, so the first thing, I'm just going to start this the same place where you would have to start it, and that is with an empty sheet of graph paper. So I'm going to draw the axis or the line of reflection, y equals x plus 2. I think I'm going to count by twos because do you see that this 11 here is going to take us off of our little grid here? So if I count by twos, that means that it's going to cross right here. By the way, I'm just going to jot this down. You should jot that as well. If you count by anything other than one unit, you should mark it on your graph. So this is counting by twos, so that, but the rate of rise over run is still going to be the same. So I can draw it like this, okay? And I'm just putting, whoops, just putting my dotted lines, my dots here, my coordinates for this as my dotted line, I guess you could say. All right, so now we're ready to start plotting our pre-image. We've got 1, 8, which means we're going to be here because this is 1, and then 2, 4, 6, 8. Remember, I'm counting by ones. So this is K. And then we've got 1, 11 for M, so this is going to be 1, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 11 is going to be right here, and that's M. All right, and then we have for W, we've got 2, 4, and then 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, well, we've got that part right because at least we've got these, the K and the W lining up, right? You see that? Okay, so it gets to be pretty obvious where R is going to be. So right here, you see R is right there. All right. So now we need to just reflect it across this line. And that's the part that ends up being a little bit tricky, okay? So I think the first thing that I would do is just find where W is, okay? So do you see that from this line of reflection, okay? From this line of reflection, we're exactly diagonal, okay? So if W is here, let me change that color. We'll make this green. That if W is here, W prime is going to be right here, okay? Now, I'm going to recommend, since this is just a square, we know that each part of this triangle is, or rectangle is going to be 1.5 units. So we know we've got 1.5, so there is going to be our K prime, okay? Here's W prime, then we have, whoops, I'm wrong, it's R prime here. This is R prime because this is reflected here, okay? I was just reflecting it horizontally, and that doesn't work. Okay, then we know that the height here is 1.5 as well, so that means we come down here 1.5, okay? And that's, and then the other one's going to be here. So really, drawing the image is not as tricky quite as just getting the new coordinates labeled. This is K prime right here, and then this is M prime. You see that M is the furthest away from the line of reflection, so M prime is going to be the one that's furthest away from the line of reflection as well. Okay, not fun, not particularly easy, but you can do it.